Right, mic test. Mic test and the loud bits and that loud bit and that loud bit and that loud bit and see how that comes through. Right, everything appears to be working. So, good evening to those watching live and those watching later to the Autocare season. I can't remember what season. Season 6? It is season 6 and round 4. Not season 6 of this year. There'll be loads of seasons this year. There'll be loads of seasons next year. All starting from 1. Anyway, this is a sprint endurance series. So we have the NSX Type R and then there'll be the SC430 GR2 car. So this will be set up for a 5-minute sprint race. Yep. With tyre wear and fuel burn off. 290 brake and 990 kilos in the car. So modded car, full setup allowed. And what I'll do is I shall have a chance to see who's in and run to championship positions. So it looks like Scary Biker's leading this one at the minute. Yeah, he is, isn't he? He's had a few good results on 163 points, but he's got Matty Alder. There he is, right on his tail, 162. And we've got Cyan 135, who's now going by the name of Calamari Kid. Footers in 4th on 127. Footer in, footers in. Scab is on 125. He's not in yet, by the looks of it. And then we've got Vane on 6 on 120. Didn't see Vane either. He's not in yet either. So hopefully those two will turn up. And we've got Ricky in 7th on 113. Yeah, there's Ricky. Warthog on 8th on 103. Yep. Johnny Tattoo. I saw him. There he is. He's in 9th on 100. We've got Nana. Yep, in 10th on 83. And we've got Kayla, who's effectively a guest driver. I missed a few races early on. 11th on 60. So it looks like we might just be waiting for 2 more to turn up. And who's using NOS? And NOS will be, well, I would say it is Gear Kayla. He's got NOS. Okay, NOS is Gear Kayla, Nana, and Johnny Tattoo. Not quite in reverse championship order yet. So Gear Kayla's going to enjoy a pretty fast car. It would normally be someone near the top of the field anyway. Oh, has Sai become an A driver? Oh, well, congrats. I'm sure he was B before. He's joined me. He's an A driver. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like he's just squeezed in as an A driver. That's a bit more than a squeeze, actually. It looks like he might have been an A driver for a couple of races. Well, that's something we can congratulate. Now, what he needs to do now is he needs to do what I do. Just get to A. You don't be A+, because if you go A+, you get kicked out of random lobbies too easily. And I knew that because I was an A+ for a bit. And then I couldn't get in any public races because people just kick you out before you even got in, before you even turned a lap. So I deliberately went down to A and then left it there and stopped doing the daily races. And that would have been, don't know actually, it doesn't even say, does it? That would have been No, there's no dates or anything. Ages ago, over a year ago. See, my rating is solidly in A. So yeah, I deliberately lowered it, and then left it there. Anyway, that's just a spectating. But that's only if you care about having an A rating, because A looks good. Oh, big slide. So he's setting the pace. I've got it on display. Yeah, Kayla's setting the pace. And he hasn't used any NOS yet. Can't use NOS in practice. And on this track, oh my god, yeah, NOS. So that's just basically, he could just get a massive lead if he used that up on the back straight and the main straight, couldn't he? So if you're a betting person, put your money on Gear Kayla. You'll get crappy odds as well. So have a look at Si's getting up to then in with his new AS rating. That's a pretty decent view. But this isn't the kind of car, or from what I've seen, of how difficult this car is to drive. This is probably not the best car to show off A-rated driving skills, because it might make you look a bit less than an A driver. I think they're starting to tame it though. The first race, they were really struggling with this car, so they might be gradually perfecting their setups. So, what's the time? Oh, 1 minute, so let's have a look. Yeah, looks like Nana's put it in championship order, the grid. So now that Vane's joined, Summerus is in, the playing guest driver. And I've forgotten who was missing. Oh, Scav, isn't it? Are we waiting for him? And then it says 5 minutes. I don't even spell his name. Scav. Let's watch some cars go around the track. Look at the guys setting the pace then. So, whoa, clearly, I was about to say he's going nowhere near the throttle around that corner. And couldn't get on it at all on the exit, so. Oh, he's gone in the pits, so I'm going to get Kelly go. He's got dirty tyres now. So this might be extra tricky around here. So he's doing a bit of throttle braking. Well, he can get full throttle there. Might just be losing it on the bumps. And of course, good old GT7, you can't tune your fast and slow dampers, so if you've got a car that's violent over the bumps, there's not a lot you can do about it. Scav's got a back problem. Okay. I'm starting to get a back problem. I've been on this the last few weeks. I've been on this every day. I've got to cut stuff down, and I've been on it in the afternoon and in the evening. And I tell you what, it does affect your back. You can't be doing with that, so I'm cutting stuff down anyway. I already knew where I was was going to do that, but don't have to worry about that anymore. So, let's see what Summerus is up to. Well, he can go full throttle around that corner. On the exit. Kayla's like a couple of weeks behind on his setup or learning this car, because you never learn the car for the first race. It takes 3 or 4 races at least. Oh, that's bad. Before you really understand and learn the car. It's strange how that happens. And if we're getting more A drivers, more people qualifying as A drivers, maybe I should go back to run a few races. Let's go. So I'm expecting Autocare to absolutely run away with this, both sprint races. Scary biker. Well, Summerus has been put at the back because he has been the guest driver, and so. And Matty Alder, well, these are the ones to watch because they're at the top of the championship. We're going to get things underway. So I should have went. If I go as well, the race will start. Oh, and the keyboard check. Yes. Working nicely. I managed to spill a drink on this keyboard a few days ago, and I had to strip it and run it under a sink, under a tap, because I've spilt drinks on keyboards before, and the keys always, when it dries, the keys get stuck. And it's fully functional. Stripped it completely. I haven't done an IT thing like that in ages. And it works. It's funny just running a keyboard under a tap for ages and then leaving it to dry for a day. Obviously all the electrical bits taken out, just the keys. Worked pretty well. A bit of action in the chicane. No. Come on, are we going? I'll do this. Oh, take out. Right, let's get in the middle somewhere. I can watch one of these NOS people. Johnny's, yep, they're all running NOS. Top 3. Go. Oh, actually, a bad start from Nana, but she might get on the NOS button and sort that out. Ricky's had a good start, but look at the 3 NOS people that are just gone. It's only a short straight as well. So in a turn 1, Payne going up the inside. Side Calamari, I have to start calling him. Is going around the outside to get to the front. Yeah, so the NOS people are back then. Johnny's having a look down the inside, and Nana has managed to assume the lead. and is holding it as well. It's like Warthog's been sent off. I'll just see if we can get a replay of that. I have no idea what happened, but so much happens in these sprint races. Right, okay, Keeler having a look down the inside. To the right view. So Ricky is in this sprint race. Surely the best he can hope for is 4th, and or the top 3 are going to have some massive spin. So watch what happens here. Bye bye. Just gone. Right, so we've got Calamari, Vane and Matty are all together. Coming down to the chicane. No, it's not looking. The cameraman's been terrible there. Oh, Calamari having a big slide, but that's alright. Some Russers at the back, Scary Biker's right at the back. Might just have to try and find out what happened to him as well. Was there a takeout somewhere? It looks like he bailed on an overtake somewhere. Oh, what's happening? He's got no throttle input. Oh, did he take someone out? I was waiting for Summers to go past. And he's already up with and going past Warthog. So Nana out front. No, it's Kayla out front. And Nana's used loads of NOS, so is Johnny. Kayla hasn't, so these 3, they're going to run away with it. Oh, who's that? Ricky going off. Too deep. It's giving me a good spectator shot there. As a result, he's lost loads of places. And he's got dirty tyres. That's bad for this car. Now Matty is up to 5th. Can he do anything about Vane, or is he going to wait for the straight? You have to be really properly ahead though if you're going to go down the inside of the chicane, because it's... You never want to go side. I can't imagine going side by side in these cars through that. So yeah, 2.3 second lead. They've strung out. Watch this. So he's picking up toe. He's going. Okay, looks like he's going to wait for the main straight. They say, oh no, Vane's gone deep. Mattiada's got a nice switch back on him. Everyone else is pretty strong, apart from Scary and Warthog. Still going to battle. So this is a disaster race for Scary. And we've only got one more lap by the looks of it. So he's not going to be picking up many points at all. Yeah, front 3, so Matty is in 4th, and then Scary's down in 10th, I think. And Canara's in 6th, so that's all. So it's a bad race. Oh, Footer's gone right off the track. Summers picks that one up. So I think Scary just clipped the inside of the wall there. I don't think he's going to pick up anything. All the gaps look too big to me. So yeah, Kayla's completely gone. Nana is staring at second place here. She's got more NOS left than Johnny, and she can use that. So should easily be able to maintain that. She's got to be just calm and get out of this corner, which she has been. Calm through the chicane, job done. Podium. When was the last time I saw Nana get a podium? She'll be pleased with that one. So yeah, final lap. Time has ticked down. Yeah, look at the size of that lead, nearly 10 seconds. He's just finishing off his NOS as well. Oh, hang on, what's happened? Well, Nana has not got the chicane right. So it's Smet's here in second place. Oh, look, she's gone off. All she had to do was get that chicane right. That commentator's curse, done it again. Johnny comes second, Matty third. That's very good for him. Vane fourth, Calamari fifth. Nana still comes in sixth. Summer 7-footer eighth. Ricky ninth. Scary didn't get any higher than 10th. So that's an excellent result for Matty. He'll take that. That's going to leapfrog him up to the lead, the championship. That's for sure. Who got fastest lap? Of course it was Gear Kayla, wasn't it? Bound to. By some 3 seconds. Johnny second. He'll be happy with that. And Matty, given championship conditions, I'm sure he knows his main rival is Scary Biker. But his main rival now actually might be Calamari Kid. He came in 5th. Vane 4th, it's a good result for him. Nana still 6th. Could have been second though. Didn't see what happened at the chicane, but what happened was commentator's curse. Summer 7th and footer. Ricky Scary down in 10th, with having a bit of a battle with Warthog. And looks like Scary had the pace to be, well, only about 8th. Do I have time to... No, do I have time to go? I think I will. Oh, that's good timing. Right, 10-minute race now. Same reverse championship order, which is not a live update. So in other words, championship order from the start of the round. Probably keep things simple. And yeah, the front three all on NOS. So that's going in the middle of the grid somewhere. It's a long wait for the lights. Oh, and another long wait, but they're off. Nana's getting out of the way, which she doesn't have to do. So Kayla is... Oh no, it's been passed by Johnny. He's used more NOS than him, but Kayla's going back up the inside, and Johnny's going back around the outside. Who's going to come out in front? It's going to be Kayla, and Johnny and Ricky. So Ricky's in the highest place of the non-NOS runners. But he's going deep. Looking for once went off by himself, rather than being summarily taken out or nudged out accidentally. Right, now Matty Elder already up into 4th. And down the inside of Warthog. No, just having a look. I mean, he's got several laps really to try and get him, and that's another 3rd place, and that's about as high as he can hope to get, probably. I don't see these NOS runners really running out of NOS here. So Scary is trying to get up the inside of Summerus, which is sort of succeeded. They've both got a draft. Tighter line inside for the chicane. He should be alright. He's ahead of them, Vane and Calamari. So Matty Alder is not going to do anything on Warthog. Just going to follow. Calamari is going to follow. Scary's going down the inside. Oh, I much prefer this camera angle. Now, Scary can get in the toe of Calamari here as well from that distance, 3/10. He can get a big toe. Quick look, see the front three are getting on. So this could get quite busy into turn one. So Calamari having a look down the outside, but Scary's going down the inside. Oh, just sort of there's a bit of a lag from Vane, I think, as well. Oh, that's actually come out as they went in, amazingly. Summerus is also getting involved, so we have now got a bottleneck behind Johnny Tattoo, who is going to be very difficult to overtake because he's got loads of NOS available to him still. And it's almost futile to try and go past him as well. He's got that much NOS. I hear a slide. That's Nana. The best thing what I can do is try and get a draft off him. I mean, what else can he do? As Johnny's on the... Yeah, he's not on it. He was on it. I think he's just used a little bit. So now we've got 4 of them all in close proximity, and yeah, I just realised I lost Matty Alder. He's down in 9th. What happened there? Oh, Summerus getting sideways. I missed what happened to Matty, and it looks like it was so long ago. A replay is pointless. So Scary's actually ahead of him, and all he really has to do, or needs to do, is just maintain that. Outscored by 1 point, might be enough. So Warthog is getting a nice toe from Johnny, but I mean, he might be able to dive down the inside. He's got the infield section. He could make a big enough gap. No, Vane and Summer are still going at it into turn 1. And Calamari doing his usual slidey stuff. Scary in 7th. We've got Nana 8th with half a tank of NOS left. So Matty Alder might have a problem here, because he's not going to be able to get past her on the straights. He's going to have to do it in the infield section. And he's going to have to get a bit of a gap as well. So he might actually find himself stuck. Yeah, so Gear Kayla is massively, and he hasn't used any NOS yet either. He might just save it all for 1 lap and just make sure he gets fastest lap. Not a bad tactic. So, bit of stringing out. Yeah, see, Nana's just repassed Scary, but he's got more than a just out of slipstream range. Hello. But he has just got that back through the chicane. So it's Nana on the NOS. She might have given it a boost. Yeah, look at that terminal speed. Going past Calamari. But Scary's still got a slipstream on him. So, have a look at the front. Johnny, Summerus, Warthog, Vane, Nana, and then Calamari with Scary Biker and Matty. So these are the 3 main championship protagonists here, and they're all together. And they're all going to be stuck behind Nana. Oh, who's been touched, I think, by... Did she get touched? Yeah, just accidental, just cut across, but that's kind of around to wait now, so... And he's still having to wait. And he's still having to wait, and that's disaster for his race. Now he can go after her, and he's going to be stuck again behind someone who's got a lot of NOS still to use. Right, Johnny's on the button. And then cruising past Summerus. Yep, sort of stringing out. Right, get Kayla now with a 16-second lead. And he's used NOS, yeah, he just went for that fastest lap, look, didn't he? He used it all in one lap, pretty much. So 1:44.6 should be unbeatable. Right, so Johnny has loads of NOS stuff. I've got 2 minutes, and it's going to be 2 laps, isn't it, from this point. So Johnny's going to do it. He has to do it here, or having a look. Oh, Summerus, sorry. That's what I meant to say. Having a look. He's got through. Can he build up a big enough gap in this infield section so Johnny just doesn't fly past him on the straight? He's trying it, but it's not working. In fact, it looks like Johnny might have given it a squeeze there as well. And he surely will here. Like the old turbo, normally aspirated days of Formula 1 this, I bet. He's not using it. Maybe he's going to wait, save it for the main straight. So Matty Alder's managed to get himself past Scary. Didn't see where that happened. No. Right, Gear Kayla is going to get a victory lap, and I think Johnny has realised he needs another lap of NOS. Well, Wild Warthog is getting a nice tow on him as well. Right, I'm getting distracted by a massive zonking crane flyers. Decided to, yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it? Sake. Right on my screen. So, Summerus has now managed to leave Johnny behind. He's still got a quarter of a tank now, so he can still get a podium. Matty Alder needs to try and get Warthog here, but he's too far away. Scaring 7th, Nana's crossed the line. 9th downwards has been decided. Yeah, so again, Kayla's not even using his NOS, doesn't have to. Nearly 17-second lead. Cruising to the line. Summerus is a very safe second. Johnny is using his NOS, but I think that's all it's going to do is defend third. Warthog's just watching him slowly pull away. Nothing he can do. So Summers to be second, Johnny third. Matty is not quite close enough. Another lap, could have had fourth. Vane sixth, Scary seventh. But at eighth, where did Calamari come? He came 11th. So this has been a very productive couple of races for Matty Elder, who should be comfortably at the top of the championship now. With, I don't know who's going to be second, Scary or Calamari, possibly. Or there could be a fourth person. I'll need to check the points. Anyway, Gear Kayla with a ridiculous fastest lap on full NOS all the way around, 44.6, max points again. Summers a solid second. Johnny still got a podium. Warthog fourth. Elder came in fifth, which is not bad, given that he didn't have NOS. So Summers did really well though without NOS. Vane sixth, Scary down in seventh. Not good for him. Footer 8th, Nana 9th, Ricky 10th, and Calamari right at the back in 11th. So I'm just going to have a quick look at who's the wild card. Footer. Okay, he was on 127 points. So I can't remember he came in the previous race. And Vane's had a couple of good results, and he's only 7 points behind Footer. Yeah, so who knows? I'm going to see if I can clear this crane fly. Where's it gone? Right, I'll mute. Not anymore. So this will be the endurance main event. It used to be the main event, but really it's only a third of the points available now. So, looks like it might be worth spending more time practicing in the NSX and perfecting a setup there. Double points effectively available. Anyway, 30-minute race. Looks like we're doing preset weather rather than random. Tyre wear and fuel consumption is on 3. Full setup allowed. 516 brake, 1100 kilos, which is standard for this SC430 GT500 car. So, what's the tyre options? Footers on the hards in the pits. Calamari on the mediums, softs. So maybe it's not too bad on tyres this track, so I thought you might be able to do it on softs. So yeah, it looks like a mixture of softs and mediums then. And I think the same 3 NOS users, so who was that? Nana, Johnny and Kayla. So Kayla can surely get I guess what is the equivalent of a grand slam here. He can win every race, get all the fastest laps, lead every lap, and he's essentially started on pole, so he can get yeah. Has that been done before? So yeah, that's the equivalent of an Autocare version of a Grand Slam, Grand Slam. Don't know if he knows that. Oh no, but did he lead every lap? Because didn't. Oh, it might have been Nana was ahead. First race. I have to watch the replay back. Yeah, but he would have crossed the line at the end of the first lap in first place, though. Anyway, we have Scary Biker twitching out of that first or second corner, essentially. First of the hairpins. Alright, Mariada. On the mediums, that might be a penalty though. It is. I'm still setting the pace though. Warthog is nowhere to be seen. There he is. Don't even know. He's sort of sat at the entry of the chicane, isn't he? Watching someone coming through. Yeah, so I'm guessing it's going to be a medium soft race. I imagine the fuel burn will be too much for Daytona. Actually, you can do a lot of fuel saving there because you can do a lot of lift and coast. Oh, we're off already. Got everything I need. So we're in sprint race finishing order. So last sprint race finishing order, which is Kayla, Summers, Johnny. Kayla's got Nos, and Nana is also running the Nos. So is Johnny just going to beast past Summers before even turn one? Oh, he's had a bad start. He's had a very bad start. So no, he's not. And Summers is even going to take the lead. Oh, is he? No. Oh, Matty's having a slide. Has he held it? He has managed to hold. No, well, I can't tell. Yes, he has. You have to watch all that again. I thought he was going to lose that. So Kayla has managed to assume the lead. Well, third, Scary Biker is ahead of Matty. He needs to, well, so he needs to stay there. He does need to stay there. As Matty has been outscoring him every race. Calamari is 7th, but I'm not sure. It might be Footer you need to watch as well now, because he's had a couple of good results as well. Right, Kayla out front. He might use a smidgen of Nos. I mean, again, Summers is going to be in that similar position. What can he do? He just has to wait for Kayla to run out of Nos. He can't overtake on the straight. And if he does, you know, I mean, he's got to wait for Kayla to run out of Nos, but Kayla's race is so long, he's going to be conservative with it now, and he's just going to, if Summers gets in front of him, he'll just use the Nos and beast past again. Tactics. Anyway, Warthog is having a look. Oh, he's running to the back of Summers. Easily done. Too easily done at Daytona. Unfortunately, it's such a dodgy braking zone. And they've all had to wait. So that's put Matty Alda up in 3rd place and Scary in 2nd. More like the finishing positions they've been getting used to. And that will be an interesting battle to watch for the remainder of the race, I imagine. How many places can Calamari gain? Summers always, I think he's probably still struggling with dirty tyres actually. It'll last a few corners. It's not as bad as it was, but it will last a few corners. Yep, so everyone's stringing. Scary Biker just needs to try and stay in that tow best he can, especially if Kayla goes deep. So Kayla is using a bit of Nos, so he's using it in defence at the minute. This is a much better run for Scary. I mean, well, he's up behind him, he might as well try the move. What will Kayla do now? He's going to follow him into turn 1. Negotiated. Matty Alda is closing the gap to them both. Not quite in slipstream range yet, and now he is. So how much is that Nos helping Kayla out in these GT2 or Group 2 cars? And Vane and Warthog are together, and they have been in many other series. Summers keeping in tow, so it's a good group down to 10th place. But even Nana's not far behind. Scary got a big lead. So what's Gear Kayla's plan here? Is he going to try and save it all up for a fastest lap? I mean, he probably doesn't need to save it all for a fastest lap. And Scary's on those softs. That's why he was harassing Gear Kayla. I don't know if Gear Kayla knows that. He might suspect it by the braking performance. Scary's got probably not the cornering, but the braking performance definitely. Mattiada with the fastest lap, and that's not going, that's not a move, that's just different braking. Yeah, he's getting held up now. He needs to get past him. Oh, and he's trying. Can't quite get the cut back. Will he go for a dive down the inside? He is. Ooh, it's kind of a half attempt though. And Scary is not breaking away as fast as he might have hoped. So well, that tow happens there. Let's see what's going on. Looks like Bane's got the better of Warthog, but he's now got Sunburst behind him. He's on the soft tyres. Is he going to go for the move before the chicane? Looks like it. Quick look, that's not been resolved. Now it's just going to follow, wait for the main straight. Calamari has dropped a couple of places. And Mattiada still hold on to that fastest lap. And Gear Kayla hasn't really used any NOS. I don't think he used any on that lap. Or Mattiada very close to the braking. He had to bail out there and go to the outside, I think. And they're both on the mediums. At least he's got a lot more braking performance. He's going to try and move down the inside. No, just close up. Ooh! No, but yeah, Kayla went a bit deeper. Well, I think he might have gone to power too soon actually and just ran out. So it's 2 seconds, or 1.8, 1.9. There's 2 seconds now. And I'm guessing Scary's going to have a tyre advantage for a good 2 or 3 laps, 4 laps, I would say. So he's made a break. Somewhere's comfortably ahead of Vane now. Got Warthog on his tail again, or behind him on the track anyway. Oh, Calamari having thinking about having a look at Ricky there. He's surely going to try something here, but did he run off the track? Soon find out. You get a penalty about here. I'm going to say he got away with it. Or was it Ricky who ran off the track? Might have been Ricky I was looking at. The Calamari can get 1 place back here. Yeah, somewhere sliding around a bit. Scary second fastest sector, nearly up to 3 seconds now. And Gear Kayla's hanging on to Mattiada. He knows he's got NOS because he's used a bit, so don't know what we're saving it for.
Maybe he's planning on a run on soft tyres at the second half of the race. Use it up then.
Right, Warthog towing up on Vane now. Looks like he's struggling to stay in the slipstream. The Vane's lagging around a little bit. But still holding station. 3-second lead.
And it's not a 52, it's a...
No. I think Gear Kayla might use a little bit of NOS there. And sliding out of turn 1. Vane and Warthog go back together again. And this whole group could finish in any order. Footer's not a million miles up, might do neither's Nana either. Scary is eking out that lead still. Maybe not flying away as fast as he needs to though. And it's only well, what was it? 6/10 a lap at the moment. We get Keeler's dropped back, so the battle is on for the possibly the front two in the championship. Might not be anymore, but we'll see how that goes.
Alamari needs places. 9th is not good enough for his hopes.
Right, our fastest lap for Scary. But Gear Kayla's going to have fastest lap in a bag when he's going to use those NOS up at 1 lap. And just make sure he gets it, you can be sure of it. So Scary does need that fastest lap extra point, but I don't see how he's going to keep that to the end of the race. So coming up close to half distance.
And those tyres, those softs are starting to look pretty bad. But
they look like the sort of tyre that could last, but as I say, these cars, when they get about half worn, they tend to get very slippery. Three and a half seconds. And Gear Kayla's used a little bit of NOS, so he's using that to stay in touch. He's got a slipstream and he could do a little boost and then probably just easy draft past from there.
or maybe you use it up to get a fastest lap, which he is.
Flying past. And the 38. And Scary knows he's not going to get anywhere near that. Even what fresh set of softs. Less fuel. Oh, Gear Kayla's got loads of NOS in hand. So this is all pretty stationary. These 9th to what, 5th? Or as I said, that Vane's having a bit of a twitch out there. So can Warthog? Oh, as I say, is he going to make a move to the hairpin? Well, no, but Johnny has a good look. Oh, and Vane's gone a bit deep. Warthog's going to squeeze down the outside, off on the grass. got away with it. How dirty are his tyres going to be though for this corner? Looks safe. So now these 5 are all right up together now. So Vane having to defend or getting a slide. Let's go let Johnny through. Yeah, it is. And Calamari's kind of just in the slipstream. More sort of holding on really than I mean there's 4 places he can see. Vane's picked up a penalty. And he's going to serve it this lap. That's 6.6 seconds. Yeah, it's looking a lot more healthy. So I don't know what. Oh yeah, Matty Alder's had an issue somewhere. That's probably a penalty actually. He's lost 3 seconds. That's definitely put things in favour of Scary now. Unless, of course, no, he's setting the fastest sector actually, but unless, of course, whereas 16 minutes, just creeping over half a tank, just creeping over half a distance, you can make this without stopping. Scary will certainly have to stop. He could go threadbare on those tyres, and that'll make these cars horrible to drive. Scary's going to have to do a pit stop, I think, but he's going to have to hope. He's dropped a second as well. He's going to have to hope that Matty is not going to stay out. And he comes. Yeah, this is the time to do it. 17 minutes. Matty is staying out. Kit Kayla will stay out. Warthog will probably stay out. Looks like he did manage to drop Johnny, but not with the penalty he's going to serve. Is he going to go around the outside? It's going to be tight. Around the outside in turn 1. Nicely done. So with those pit stops, Calamari's. No, actually, he's got Vane. Vane's had a problem. Yeah, he's had a penalty, and it looks like a mistake. Not that. Oh. So, first Nana. Oh, and this is all getting messy. What's happening there? Oh, I think Summers might not have seen Nana there. I don't know. Vane was off the track coming back on into Summers. Potential dangerous rejoin. And might be facing the stewards with that one. Right, so, Matty's picked up a penalty, that's not handy. Kayla has, despite having his NOS, has actually got more fuel. Did he use less fuel when he used NOS? So Scary's in 3rd, and he's got 13 seconds to make it. In what's that going to be? About 6 laps, 5 laps. Yeah, that would be doable on the soft tyres. So Johnny, doing a nice late dive on Warthog. They both managed to go side by side through there. Warthog's held it. Calamari's now lost touch Yeah, so he's had a 48 lap, which has just dropped him out of touch of those two. And as with Summerus as well, I wonder if they came together or something. Oh, Summerus said, yeah, they did. Summerus had that problem, yeah. But that was with Vane, wasn't it? I lose track. Okay, Kayla is now using a bit more NOS. He's got 10 minutes. Is he going to attempt to use it for the win? So Scary's so far taken about. A bit over a second. It's not as much as he might need. He needs at least 2 seconds a lap, really. 140, 39.4. What's this going to be? Yeah, see, that's a bad lap. He's actually lost time. Definitely doesn't want to be doing that. Doesn't need to push that hard. The tyres should do most of the work for him. Oh, Johnny and Warthog still battling out in that turn one. Ricky, was that Warthog? Oh, I don't know. I think Johnny had to go defensive on the exit there, actually. So Calamari could do with these three really costing each other time if he wants to get some decent point score. Yeah, Vane out on softs, Nana's out on softs. So that 1.3 second lead. But it's still hovering around 12 seconds, that gap. Right, they're second fastest sector. So maybe Matty is actually doing a fast lap here as well. So it's going to be 40.2, 39.8. But well, we'll see what the lap time's going to be, but it's still 12 seconds, that gap. Yeah, 39.8. It's not fast enough. Not even half a second. So Johnny on Ricky. Probably worth watching these for a few laps because they're all pretty close. It's fighting the traction on the exit. So while those tyres down to about the left right rears probably starting to become difficult. And it's like Warthog's gone deep into that corner. Yeah, they're really fighting for traction on the exits now. And it's making a big difference to... Yeah, you don't want to get on that curve. It's making a big difference to that gap that's going to ebb and flow. I think Sommerus is catching Calamari, and he's also second fastest sector, which won't please Gear Kayla. Right, so Johnny should get past Warthog here. Yep. Where'd he go? Oh, he's gone in the pits. So I'm surprised Warthog's pitting from the mediums. Let's give him one of those places to Calamari now. Yeah, let's have a look. Hang on, did Warthog not change his tyres? He didn't change his tyres. Did he need fuel? No. Well, maybe he did need fuel. Is that a splash and dash? Right, 4-second lead. And Gear Kayla's had a bad lap, hasn't he? So Scary is faster, but he's just not fast enough. He's got 9 seconds. But only 4 minutes. 2 laps, 3 laps. Fastest sector. He must be burning that NOS. And he's managed to do it through the infield sector as well, which is bodes well for this lap. Only a smidgen up. Easy on the exit of the chicane. Is he going to burn it? Doesn't look like it. Not yet, anyway. Maybe he thinks his fastest lap's safe, but I'm seeing fastest sectors pop up all over the place. So the gap has come down to 7 seconds. It is going to be 2 laps. So they're starting to pick up the pace a little bit. Scary. But if he's only looking at the gap to Gear Kaylee, he might be a bit depressed, but he needs to be looking at the gap to Mattielda. Yeah, so Summerus, I think, is starting to work his way back through the field. And all these medium runners are clearly going to the end. Still don't know what happened with Warthog though. Maybe meant to change the softs and forgot, missed the button. Hasn't wrecked his race that much actually, he's only dropped a couple of places. Yeah, and it's used all the NOS. Right, Mattielda is now in the red. He's not fuel saving though, he's completely redlining that. Get Kayla's using up the last of his NOS. He's got loads more fuel still. Almost got him into slipstream range. Tyre condition slightly better for Gig Kayla. I think May's just too good in the infield section though. Might have a setup that's just too well worked. Scary's pace has dropped off a little bit. I mean, it's It's a little bit up and down, inconsistent. Oh, he's 3/4 of a second up there. Is that for real? Well, he might be able to steal the fastest lap then. I have to watch, see how that goes, and get Kayla may yet. Oh, Matty's on a big slide. Whoops, just flicked to the wrong guy. That's going to put him under pressure, and it's going to be the last lap. And I'm betting Gear Kayla wish he kept a little bit of NOS available. He's towing up, he's going to make the move. It's the fastest sector coming in, but it's not as fast as Scary's fastest sector, just managed to flick to it in the nick of time. So is Matty then going to try and retake this? He's close. Dropping back though. I can't see that Gekko's got any NOS left, but he's going to win. He is. Can Scary get fastest lap at the end? No. Nice effort though. And then Ricky's going to come in 4th, I think. There you go. Sumrush has been closing up. Yeah, it does have a tyre advantage, but it doesn't mean much when you're at this part of the track. Ricky looks pretty happy with the 4th. Didn't get taken out. Oh, and there's... No, what's Sumrush doing? Is he trying not to get in the way of championships? He's got fuel. I think he is. He's just going to make sure everyone, well, at least on the same lap, scores points when they get moving. So, win fastest lap for Gia Kayla, but it was not that grand slam. Matty nearly had it won. It was close. Gia Kayla just saved that little bit of NOS, close the gap, put it under pressure, managed to get a slipstream, and that was that. Scary. Probably would, you'd have to say, had the wrong strategy. But would he have had a big lead on the mediums? Gia Kayla win fastest lap, but didn't lead every lap. Matty Alder comes in 2nd. And Scary 3rd, so it's been a good round for Matty. He should be comfortably leading the championship now. Scary 3rd, Calamari came 5th in the end, which wasn't actually a bad recovery. But I think that's going to spread the gap at the top. Ricky was 4th, good result. Johnny 6th, Warhawk 7th, Vane 8th. 9th of Sumrush and Fudder was the other one who had some good points, but not in that race. And then Nana. Interesting. Alright, so that was round 4, round 5, same time next week. Catch you there.